Hi, I'm Sean of League Estates. On today's episode of Tips, we're going to go over the breaker box and see how leaks can be detected on the gas lines and the water lines. And then we'll take a look at your dryer vent. These are all more common things that you can find during the inspection. So stay tuned. All right, so let's go ahead and check the electrical panel first. So here we've got our electrical panel. A lot of houses in California have them on the outside of the house. So I'll go ahead and lift this guy. Okay, and look, there's all my circuit breakers. The first thing to do is measure the temperature. If you have a thermal gun, or a little infrared heat gun, that's a good way to do it. You can just point it at each individual breaker and make sure they're not too hot. Maybe 10 degrees above ambient's okay, but if they're 50 degrees above ambient, there's definitely a problem. So now, before I touch any of these, what you can do is just simply smell. If you smell any burning plastic, any burning smell, your nose is a good indicator for that. And I smell nothing, everything smells fine. So I can just, since I don't have the infrared heat gun with me, I can just put my fingers on these, make sure they're not hot. So they all feel pretty much room temperature. Okay, so that tells you that they're not overheating. Now on ours, this Dual 30 here is actually charging the car, but not during the daytime. So at night, this actually gets warmer. So it gets about 10 degrees warmer than ambient, which is totally expected. But when we first got the electric car, this guy was getting really hot. When you open this, you could smell the burning plastic, and it was, I think, 60 or 70 degrees over ambient. It was pretty hot, like getting near meltdown. So that breaker was bad, and we replaced that. So that's one of the things you want to do before you sell your house. Before the inspector comes, you can do that. Do just a quick check, and that's easy. Now, if you have some aptitude and you know what you're doing with electricity, you can remove the panel here. Okay. Remove the panel housing or the covering. All right, and then what you want to make sure is that each wire only goes to one breaker. So one breaker per wire. You don't want to have double wires, 2 wires going to the same breaker. That is not good, and that's illegal. So, and if you see that, then you can hire an electrician to fix that for you, if you're not capable of doing that yourself. All right, then I'll put the cover back on, and that's it for now. Okay, I've put the cover back on and secured it. Secured back down here. So make sure that cover is on good and secure. You don't want anybody sticking their fingers in there or anything else getting in there. So, and then make sure you close the lid. And there you go. All right, another thing to check while we're out here is the dryer vent. So here we see the dryer vent, and the dryer's actually on, so I can feel a little air coming out there. So you want to make sure it's covered. Has a screen like this. This is a metal screen here, so that no rodents get in there. All that warm air comes out, especially in the winter time. It's just an invitation for rodents to go in there and make a nest. So I've actually seen houses with plastic covers like this, and I had one myself, and the rodents ate through it to get inside. So I recommend a metal mesh screen just like that to keep them out. And you can also, when you're running the dryer, make sure you're getting some airflow out of there. The dryer, eventually it'll get clogged up with lint inside, and if you have no airflow when the dryer is running, then you want to clean that out. So, and if you don't have a covering, go ahead and put one on, because that will be on the inspection report if there's no covering or screen to keep rodents out. Another thing to look for are leaks. So here we are at the gas meter, and if the gas is running, if some gas appliance is running, then the dial's going to start spinning around. If nothing is moving, and if you watch it for a minute or so and nothing is changing, then you're fine. But if it's spinning or moving without running any appliances, then you have a leak somewhere. So that's a good way to tell if you have leaking gas. Of course, the smell will give it away as well. So that's usually the first sign. He's like, what's that smell? And if you have a gas leak, you definitely call the gas company. They'll come out and check it out for free. So. Okay, and just what we did for the gas meter, you can also do for the water meter. So I've got the water meter here under this cover. All right. So you can see down here we've got our water meter. I have to uncover it a little bit. You see the display, and if the thing's moving, then there's obviously water flowing. If it's not moving, there's not water flowing. So if you see that moving without any water running in the house, then you have a leak. If it sits still for a minute or so, then you're perfectly fine. So I can see it's not moving right now, and I have nothing running in the house. So that's good. Okay, so that's a good thing to check. And just put the cover back on. Try not to drop it. It is a little fragile. If you drop it too hard, it might actually crack it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can call us or call Joan at 949-298-0727. That's right.
Thank you for watching.